Hello everyone, welcome to morning coffee break. I hope everybody's doing good this morning. It's rainy, dreary, yucky day, so I'll be inside. Today's Thursday, January 21st. Currently it's 34 degrees. I'm surprised it's not snowing. If it was a little bit colder it would be. High today though is going to be 45, so it would stop if it even did start. Of course, precipitation is 100%. Humidity is 96%. No wind, which is better than yesterday. And air quality is 33. That's in the good range. Okay, we had a real good snack review show last night. And as I was saying earlier, lots of times I might say something, I don't really like it, but Logan usually likes it. And it's pretty rare when he actually acts like he doesn't like something, not acts like or doesn't like something. And he's like he doesn't want to say anything bad about it or something like that. I don't know. But I just, we tried a couple things last night. You might be surprised that he wouldn't come right out and say he didn't like it that much, but he said he wouldn't buy it again. So that, that was very surprising. But of course I said, no, I don't like this. Or whatever, I don't like that much, or, right off the bat. But he did agree with me that he wouldn't buy them again. And, they were all name brand stuff and everything, but you'd think they'd be better. But so check that out if you haven't seen it yet. Did I ask my tablet? It was a real good one last night. She at least answered, even if it was a wrong answer or something off the wall. So check that out, and we need 13 more questions for another Ask My Tablet. Just leave them in your comments, as many as you want. We'll get them. And I'm thinking about today, like I said, I throw all these ideas up and I do whatever happens, It's about time to take a look at Chef Mike's Homemade Cooking Club, and I'm going to include the Color Me Happy Club too. There's not much going on during the winter in the garden, gardening with friends, but it's still a great club, and it'll probably crank up a little bit more as things are being grown for spring and stuff. But today I might put this video on the gardening club, because I'm going to be showing you how to do something here in a minute. Okay. I hadn't done a kitty's corner. Well, it's been a few days ago. This is when I did Gemma, when she did the show. So I need to start work on getting some jokes together for Kitty's Corner. And today's question is, what kind of videos would you like to see me do or do more of? I'm just wanting some ideas that y'all think would be good, or if there's something that you've seen me do that you would like to see more of, let me know. So that's the question today. What kind of videos would you like to see me do or do more of? And the thumbnail is the pot roast that I fixed. Well, Joy cut up all the vegetables. Well, the carrots you didn't have to cut up, the little bitty ones. But Joy and I made a pot roast in the crock pot, and we used that sauce that I showed you from Aldi. I think it said pub roast or something like that on it. And it was really, really good. I like the gravy. I like mine. I could put a little water in it. It didn't said you didn't have to. I think it would have been, the gravy would have been a little thicker if I hadn't have put the water in there. But to me, it didn't look like it was enough, but obviously it would have been. So, but it was still fantastic. I mean, it wasn't totally watery or anything like that, but the only reason it was watery at all is because I put some water in there. but it's totally, really delicious. We got a little bit left over. I don't know if it's enough for another meal or not, but we might add something to it. Lots of times, like if I have something like that left, there's plenty of meat left, but there's not many vegetables, I'll just take like a can of carrots or a can of maybe green beans or something like that and toss it in there with it and make another meal out of it. Stretch your meals. Helps your budget too. I used to do a lot of, batch cooking, big batch, but I kind of got away from that over the years. Sometimes if you eat something three or four times in a row, like, I don't know, I don't want no more. Okay, what I'm going to show you this morning is how to make a little hydroponic planter out of mainly things that you're going to, something that you'll find just around your house, at least the main part of it. And what I'm talking about is like old coffee mugs, big old coffee mugs, like you get at Christmas and stuff. Like this, for instance. Like that one. You might use it at Christmas and then it's up in the cabinet the rest of the year. Or perhaps my Steelers mug. May as well repurpose them and get some use out of them, right? So, what I'm going to show you is how to make this into a hydroponic. If y'all want to see one of these in action, you can use a mason jar. It needs to be a wide mouth mason jar because the pot here is a little bit wider. I was going to use he's used some spaghetti sauce jars, but as you can see, as far as this pot, you can get smaller ones of these that would fit in this. But this is all I've got right now, and you can see that's too big for this one. It has to go pretty much all the way in, like this. Okay. This one's just barely sticking over the top, but it'll work. See how much of it is down in there. So I'm going to set this one up here, and I'm going to show you what to do. These are called net cups. You can get anything on Amazon. You go to hydroponics or something like that. Anything to do with Aero Garden, but if you put hydroponic in supplies, hydroponic supplies, something like that, you'll be able to find anything you need. So here's the liquid plant food I'm using. It's Aero Garden. It comes with the little kits that you use for Aero Garden, little bottles of this. You can get bigger. I've got a bigger bottle of this too. But so I mixed up a weak mixture. It takes like I believe it's pretty much like a teaspoon for a gallon. So this is like 1/4 of a gallon. So I just put like a 1/4 of a teaspoon in it, a weak mixture kind of for these starting out. I've got this you could also find. This is called rock wool. Little squares that seeds will grow in, and you just break them off and put your seeds in here. So you're going to take your cup and you're going to put this in here like this, and the water, the nutrient solution has to at least reach the very bottom of this, and it'll soak up through this rock wool to make everything grow. So I'm going to take this. I've got some, I'll put this down here. I've got these seeds that Joe sent me. He had some extra iceberg lettuce. And if you want to see these stuff that he's been successful with these, if you want to see it growing and he's been eating it and everything, making salads, check out Joe's Garden and Bees. Not A-N-D, but the little and sign. Joe's Garden and Bees. Check it out. He's done a great job with it, so now I'm going to try it. Okay. I'll need my glasses because these seeds are so small. The seeds are so small. I was talking to him this morning about how to get them in the little rock wool things. And what I'm going to do is, see, it's just fibrous like. He said, well, that one broke a little funny. I'm sure it'll be fine. He said you're going to use 4 of them in here. And there's no use in breaking them into 4 different ones because I'm going to push it down in here. So I'm making these holes a little bit better to see. Okay. What I'm going to do is I've whittled this down a little bit. You can use like a bamboo skewer or something. I whittled it down a little bit so it's got more of a pointy end on it. Because I'm going to dip it in this water and I'm going to pick up the seeds that way. So I don't have to, grab, because these are really, really small, as you can see. So what I'm going to do, I don't really want to stick this down in here with water on it, so what I need a paper plate. Hold on just a minute. Well, I can get one. I'll be right back. Just take a second. Okay. Okay, I got me a paper plate here. I'm going to put a few of these seeds on it so I can see them easier. No use in trying. If you stick that water, get water in here, it'll mess these seeds up. Okay. I'm just going to put 1 seed in each one. I'm going to dip it in this water first. See. Okay. I got my little cubes here. See, I got 1 seed on here. Uh-oh. Did it fall out? It might have fallen out. Because 1 fell off. I don't know if well, I better put another one in that one then. Okay. There's 1 in there. That one. I see that one down in there. Another one stuck to it. I see it. 1 more. Okay. Okay. 4 seeds. They're real little. Then I'm going to take it, push it down in here. Looks like it's going to fit perfect anyway. I want it to be all the way down. Okay. It's in there like that. And it'll, when it hits the, you put, like I said, get the water, the fluid, nutrient solution, I'm sorry, just to barely reach the bottom of it here, and it'll just go up through there, just like leach up through there. I don't know, I forget the word I want to use, but y'all know what I mean. Like wick, it'll like wick up through there. I guess that's the word I'm looking for. Okay, so now, hold on just a minute. I want to make sure this is totally clean. It looks like there's some, it might just be a stain in the bottom. It's so old. Hold on. Okay, I got that all cleaned out. There's like a coffee stain in the bottom of it. It's hard to get everything off old mugs. Okay, so now I'm going to put, let's see where this nutrient solution would be. Got to write. Trying to see where it is. Got to right here. Right where I got my thumb. Hang on. Now, I'm going to pour it in here. I want to make sure that's good and mixed up. I'm making one of these little hydroponic planters. I'm going to put just enough. I think that's probably it. Okay. It's barely in that solution now. Now, if you have a glass, you know, like a mason jar or something, a wide mouth mason jar, if you don't cover it in some way, it could grow algae in there. So if you do, you would have to put it in some type of Joe uses old like Crown Royal bags to cover it with, and I think he puts maybe a rubber band at the top or something like that. But with these old mugs, no light's going to get in there, or with this. Y'all probably got some of these old, like these laying around. No light will get in there, so there's no use to do it. I was going to use some, I found these, what did I do with it? I found these at Dollar Tree, and I was going to use them, but it was just a hair too big. In other words, it went down in here, but it was just barely too big. But what I was going to do with this is I was going to spray paint them. Spray paint it black so no light would go through, which would have been a little, you know, not a pain, but then I found this, and I was like, well, why? You know, so this would still be like a good vase or something like that. I got a couple of them. But I thought, you know, I didn't have one of these net cups with me just to measure it to see if it fit. But it looked like it would, but it didn't. So, but if you can find anything, it's, you know, like I said, this is repurposing this. It's going to have lettuce growing out of it. This thing will soak up that solution. I don't know how often really you might want to change your solution if you use this for a long time. I would suggest at least, you know, my guess would be, Joe, in the comments, let us know if it's any different, Joe, but I would think maybe every couple weeks, just take your solution, pour this out, and put some new in. Because, you know, on hydroponic systems like my little air garden, it's got bubbles, you know, to circulate the water, and it's not happening, I mean, on this. Unless you maybe shake it around a little bit, I don't know. But we'll have to see about that. But I you know, after a long period of time, you would probably have to. I know I change the water out and the solution out in the air garden once a month, so I would imagine this would need done too. But it wouldn't be that big of a problem. You would just pick this up, you know, hold it, pour out this, you know, maybe rinse that out or something, and pour you some new solution in it. It wouldn't take you, you know, a couple minutes tops. So I hope y'all enjoy this. You can see what it's looking like in there. And yes, and I'll be doing this one soon too. I'll probably go ahead and do this one while I got everything here. But I thought y'all might, you know, you can just put this in your window or something like that. I mean, I've got a light. If you had a little plant light, it would of course be ideal, you know, for growing inside. But I would imagine it would grow, you know, in a windowsill that would get quite a bit of light or something like that. So hope you enjoyed this little show and tell how-to part of Morning Coffee Break. Please press that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and hit that so you get all my videos as soon as they come out. I'll see y'all later on doing something or other, I promise. Bye, everyone, and God bless.